Well, Coach, because of the record heat wave sweeping much of the southern U.S., they've decided to close the roof and turn the AC to full blast here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the pass.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, moment.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Who draw Porter?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go, count. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go. All day. Watch the ship. Hey, 26.
Prescott on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott finding Witten, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. Lucky.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
After one, it's 9-0. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Mike, go right in. 59. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Get that 46. Get that ball. All right. We're going to 53. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. And this one is no good. He missed it. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, they go option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A beautiful fake. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Check, 48, come on. Hey, check.
5. Defense.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. Sean Lee on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is Barkley, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Bravo!
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the gun, Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott down. Going right side. He has Winton. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Cooper was the target there.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
High 7.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
On the
On 2nd and inches, Jones, rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, boys.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right,
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field. Move.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go out.
Hatchet.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Echo. 5.
Jones now operating from the gun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal. From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Mario Addison in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. Oh, fighting off the defender. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the 1st down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And an alley to run. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think the last year when Witten wasn't there was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
On the run, it's Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Got you. I got you, son.
Go.
It's a safety creek. Check.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Ready.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Get it.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tight go. Look at me. Go.
Watch the shit.
Snap.
Barkley. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
First down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards.
A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Ready to break.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
All day, dog.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Squeeze.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively?